from Tebow.
No matter the venue or the locale, when these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, catching up with the Gators head coach pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Stretch them boys out, huh?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Making the adjustment. The give to the back. Knocked down immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Jones to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
Handoff for Frazier. Down he goes.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the ground, it's Hawkins. Plows through the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense, Dave got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The fake that wants to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Across the 45. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Got enough space. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. He's changing the play. Gets the back moving. Jones to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll ride him again. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jones. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, number 19. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give to Frazier. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Right side, it's Frazier. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Third and long right here. They'll send the back in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Left side is Frazier. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down. You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Motion from the back. Jones wants to throw it. Turns it upfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field. They're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Straight ahead, it's Hawkins. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Keep it on the ground. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown Gator. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's a give to Frazier. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hand off again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Tough run here. It's Hawkins. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Off play action. turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Liberty Flames.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Georgia going up tempo.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
And he's brought down after a short gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gators. They take the lead here in the second half.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Hold and finds his man on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to pass. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
What a great time to dial up the quarterback blitz. You've got the opponent backed up. Offensive line is looking around. They're thinking maybe a linebacker, maybe a safety's coming. Instead, they bring the corner out from the perimeter of the field, and his speed gets him home, getting the sack and getting the safety.
He'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's Montgomery. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hawkins. Quick spin on the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Jones to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Punt is in the air. Trying to take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10-point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Sends it back in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
They kick it away on 4th down. Got it near midfield. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here. Right?
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Hawkins. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I know there's a lot of people out there when they see 4th and inches, they're thinking QB sneak, push, but not this offense. They've got conventional ways. They can turn around, hand the football off, and rip off an explosive play like they did there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That some guys just find a way to get to the quarterback and get sacks. This guy had 3 last week. He's got 2 today. He is piling up those numbers.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Inside 2 minutes to play. Defense still has a couple of timeouts, but 1 first down will probably salt this game away. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Hits inside. It's Montgomery. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance.
Good game, man. Good game.